Alright, let's be real for a second. Making money isn't some exclusive secret skill reserved for a chosen few. It's a game, and like any game, some people learn the rules and win, while others, well, they just keep pressing buttons, hoping for a miracle. And if you're still broke, it's probably because 1. You complain more than you act. 2. You think working hard. Making money. Sorry, but no. 3. You're playing by outdated rules. We've been sold this idea that hard work alone is the key to wealth. But let's be honest, some of the hardest working people in the world are also the least paid. Digging ditches all day is exhausting, but nobody's getting rich doing it. Meanwhile, someone out there is making 6 figures teaching people how to work smarter, not harder. So, instead of breaking your back for pennies, let's ask a better question. How do we provide value in a way that actually pays? Because money follows value, not effort. And if your skills aren't valuable enough, no amount of working harder is going to change that. And that brings us to the next important point. If you want to make real money, you need to develop high-income skills. Look, education is great. Knowledge is power. But the world doesn't reward knowledge. It rewards useful knowledge. If your goal is to make real money, then you need to focus on skills that people actually pay for. Here's a short list. Copywriting, writing words that make people buy things. Sales, convincing people to say yes. Marketing, making people notice and trust you. Coding, building digital products that run 24/7. Investing, making money work for you. Now, the trick is not just learning these skills, but using them. Because, fun fact, watching 10 hours of tutorials won't make you money. Putting what you learn into action will. And before you start thinking, but I don't have any skills, yes, you do. You just haven't used them the right way yet. So, here's your challenge. Pick one high-income skill and start practicing. Because if you're still waiting for the perfect time to get started, let me save you the suspense. It's never going to come. And once you start building skills that pay, the next step is making sure you're not stuck trading time for money like most people do. So, now that we've established that money doesn't come from effort, but from the value you provide, and that the best way to increase your value is by learning high-income skills, let's talk about the next mistake that keeps people broke. Trading time for money forever. Most people aren't really making money. They're renting out their hours for a fixed price. And the problem with that? Your time is limited, but money isn't. If you make $20 per hour, guess what? You'll only ever make as much money as your hours allow. And even if you get a raise, the system stays the same. You work, you get paid. You stop working, you're broke. Instead, you should be asking, how can I make money without being physically present? Here are a few ways to stop selling your time and start making money even when you sleep. Create digital products, ebooks, courses, templates, things that can be sold repeatedly without extra effort. Start a business that runs without you, automated services, dropshipping, digital assets. Invest in assets that grow over time, stocks, real estate, crypto. License your work, music, design, content, sell it once, get paid multiple times. Making passive income isn't about getting rich overnight. It's about doing the work once and getting paid over and over again. But of course, you need money to make money, right? Which brings us to the next big mistake people make. Saving instead of multiplying. You've heard the advice before. Save money and one day you'll be rich. Yeah. No. Saving money alone won't make you wealthy. Why? Because inflation is eating away at your savings while you feel responsible. Wealthy people don't just save, they multiply. Here's the difference. Saving. Keeping your money safe, but not growing it. Multiplying. Making your money work for you even when you're not working. Instead of just putting money aside and praying it grows, you need to put it to work. Here's how. 1. Invest in assets, stocks, real estate, index funds. 2. Reinvest your profits. Don't spend your first earnings, reinvest them. 3. Buy things that generate income. Instead of a new car, buy a website that makes money or a rental property. And if you're thinking, but I don't have money to invest, that's why you need to increase your income first. Yes, budgeting is important. Yes, cutting unnecessary expenses is smart. But the truth is, you can only save so much. There's a limit to how much you can cut, but there's no limit to how much you can earn. Instead of obsessing over skipping coffee or buying the cheapest toothpaste, ask yourself, how can I make an extra $1,000 this month? How can I charge more for what I do? How can I turn my skills into a side hustle? Most people focus on saving pennies when they should be focusing on earning dollars. You want financial freedom? Start looking at ways to increase your income, not just decrease your expenses. And to do that, there's one final shift you need to make. Stop caring about what other people think. So far, we've covered a lot. Why working hard doesn't mean making money. The importance of learning high-income skills, how to stop trading time for money, why you need to multiply your money, not just save it, and how increasing your income is better than obsessing over cutting costs. Now, let's talk about the final mindset shifts that separate those who actually make money from those who just dream about it. Because at the end of the day, no strategy will work if you don't have the right mindset to execute it. Let's be real. One of the biggest reasons people stay broke is because they're afraid of looking stupid. What if people think I'm a sellout? What if my business fails and they laugh? What if I try something new and it doesn't work? But here's the thing. Nobody cares as much as you think they do. People are busy. They're scrolling through social media, worrying about their own lives, watching dog videos, or stressing about their own problems. They're not waking up every day thinking, wow, let me check if your name is failing at life. And the best part? The people who do judge you? They're not the ones paying your bills. They're not your customers. They're not the ones funding your dreams. So why give them so much power? Think about it. Every successful person you know has faced criticism. If they had stopped because of fear, they wouldn't be successful. So if fear of judgment is the thing holding you back, here's the rule. Feel the fear and do it anyway. Here's a question. How many times have you said, I'll start next week? The biggest money mistake? Waiting for the perfect time. Waiting for motivation. Waiting to feel ready. Waiting for the economy to get better. Waiting for the planets to align and send you a sign. Newsflash. There is no perfect time. If you keep waiting for the right moment, you'll be in the same place a year from now. And 5 years from now. And maybe even forever. Every person who makes money today had a moment when they decided, screw it, I'm starting now. Not next week, not next month, now. And look, I get it, starting something new is scary. The unknown is uncomfortable. But you know what's scarier? Staying broke. Success isn't about knowing everything, it's about starting before you feel ready. Now, maybe you're thinking, but what if I fail? Good news, you will. Failure isn't a problem, it's a prerequisite. The people who are making money today, they've failed more times than you've even tried. The difference? They kept going. Here's the truth about success that most people don't want to hear. The rich aren't rich because they're lucky. They're not rich because they're smarter than you. They're rich because they played the game differently. If you're stuck, it's not because you're not capable. It's because you're following rules that don't work anymore. Here's what you need to remember. Money follows value. If you're not making enough, increase the value you provide. Your skills matter more than your degree. Learn things people will actually pay for. Stop trading time for money. Build assets that make money for you. Don't just save, multiply. Invest, reinvest, and grow your income streams. Start now. No more waiting. No more excuses. Your turn. What's one action you'll take today to start making more money? Drop it in the comments. Subscribe and like, because if you made it this far, you're serious about this. Let's make it happen.